Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. If you've ever wondered why I had that thing scrolling at the beginning for about a minute, it's because it takes a minute for the notifications to go out that I'm live. And so it's better to see something on the screen than to look at this ugly face silent for a full minute and wonder, what is he doing? Is he broken? Because the answer is yes, I am broken, and well, you'd rather look at other stuff than the brokenness that's me that's not talking. But I'm trying to make a joke of it, but the reality is I do that so that it gives you a chance to get here. Today is March 7th, 2024. We will be looking at Proverbs chapter 7. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Random. Glad you guys are here. Hoping that those of you that haven't responded yet this morning, you're having a great morning as well. And if you're catching me later, after this has been live, we're really glad you caught us as well. So this morning, as we're looking at Proverbs chapter 7, I was thinking about this story of seduction that Solomon talks about. Looking out his window and seeing a young person who hasn't been trained, hasn't had any understanding, hasn't had anybody to teach him, and he gets seduced. And this woman comes to this young man and says to him, "I've made fellowship offerings today and I've fulfilled my vow. So I came out to meet you, to search for you, and I found you." Later on, in verse 21, it says, she seduced him with her persistent pleadings. She lures him with her flattering talk, and he follows impulsively. You know, so many times we get caught up in following along on things that in our hearts we know there's something quite not right, but it sounds religious, so it's probably okay. This woman came out and said, "I have made a fellowship offering and I have fulfilled my vows." As I was looking at that this morning, I realized, that's exactly what the pagans did during that time. They would make their fellowship offering, they would fulfill their vows, and then one of the religions, literally, they had to have sex with a stranger. Sounds religious enough if you're not aware of what the truth is, right? Solomon says, "I looked through my lattice, saw among the inexperienced, and I noticed among the youths a young man lacking sense." He reminds his sons in verse 24, "Now my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to the words of my mouth. Don't let your hearts turn aside to those ways. Don't stray into that path, because it's brought down many to death. The victims are countless. The house is a road to Sheol, descending to the chambers of death." It's not just about adultery, is it? It's not just about fornication. And that is really bad, and that can seduce young men in a heartbeat. But the seduction is so much deeper, isn't it? Anything that sounds religious can take us off track and cause us to go down a path that's not good. He started this whole conversation with his sons in this way. It wasn't that he left them unprepared before they got there. He started his conversation this way with them at the beginning of chapter 7. "Obey my words, treasure my commands, keep my commands, and live. Protect my teachings just like you would the pupil of your eye. Guys, it comes down to, and I say it all the time, but it comes down to having this present with you, physically opening it every day. Best to start your day with it. If you can, end your day with it too. Best to start your day with it. Read it every day. Spend time with it every day. Have it in your heart and in your mind. Treasure it. Keep it. Protect it. Just like you would the pupil of your eye. We can be foolish enough. I can remember being a young man and not wearing my safety glasses when working, doing projects, and ending up with stuff in my eyes and having to go to the hospital, welding without my welding shield on and burning my eyes. I poked my eye one time with a wire as I was pulling it through a wall because I was foolish enough not to protect the pupil of my eye. And I've got damage because of it. And it hurt. Eye pain is the worst pain I've experienced. And I've experienced some pretty significant pain in my life. So what I'm telling you today, the entirety of chapter 7 comes down to making sure that you guard yourself against those things. You don't have to be inexperienced. You don't have to be without knowledge. You don't have to lack sense. What you have to do to be able to avoid those things that sound good is know truth. Something to think about today. Love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.